Welcome back to the Boomerang Podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Drew.
And we just had a very special guest on the broadcast, a week ago?
Yep.
Juan O Savin. What an honor bringing him on. I mean, legend.
True patriot.
I've been listening to Juan since the Able Danger episodes back in 2019, and he's just been somebody who's been right on everything. You know, he's somebody who I think is in Trump's inner circle. And when Juan speaks, you listen because he's somebody who you can really depend upon for just top tier information. What was your takeaway?
Obviously well informed. I mean, it's kind of interesting. The guy's all over the states. You know, I feel like he was in Hawaii when we spoke to him, and he wore his best boots for us. You'll see when the episode comes out, kind of a signature way of shooting. But yeah, really cool to get some insight knowledge from him. Just kind of pick his brain on like how things work. Kind of the motivation behind why things are happening, really the true reasons why things go down the way they do. So definitely an interesting, conversation.
And happy Thanksgiving, everyone, right?
Yeah, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you guys had a great time with you and your family. What did you get into, Matt?
We had a 4-day weekend over here, which was great. Did a lot of bowling. I got a custom bowling ball made, which was fantastic. My bowling score went up by about 100 points. I went from about a 60.
So he was pretty terrible.
60 to 160. It's amazing. It was great. I wish we got together, but I know you were busy, tied up with the family.
Yeah, my wife, her family came down from California and Texas. And then we also had a baby shower for her sister.
That's right.
So it was like a Thanksgiving plus a baby shower. So we had about 20-ish people there. I grilled for everybody. And turkey. I mean, honestly, the turkey.
Did you do the smoker?
I did the smoker.
The turkey on the smoker?
I did the Traeger. Yeah, it's a wood pellet grill. And first time doing the turkey. I usually let my wife do it, but this year's like, I got the grill. Let's smoke it. And honestly, phenomenal. I have to do it every year now.
Yeah.
So it's just juicy. You get that like browning on the outside. You know what I mean? Oh, fantastic. But,
so we had Juan on, right? Mm-hmm. We did, it was great Thanksgiving, but we had Juan on. And I think what he does, he just gives really good insights. And I think everybody should really, if you haven't already, pick up his book, Kid by the Side of the Road. It says on the front, Kid by the Side of the Road. We've all been bystanders watching events go by, not understanding their true meaning. And I just wanted to kind of read an excerpt out of it because I was living in downtown LA in 2019, and I actually saw these helicopters when they land in Wilshire. But I want to give this, and I don't want to say the C word, the thing that happened in 2020, which got everybody locked down. So I'm going to say this C word has been just like another plot. It was a plan. What are these numbers that keep coming up like 311 and 113? Dates they target to deliver parts of dates they target to deliver parts of their plans? ? Tom Hanks announced that he had the virus on 3/11, March 11th, 2020. What's the relevance? Numbers like 311, 113, and 33 are inside signals. They're secret handshakes for the bank job they're pulling off. What were they planning for last year on 113, which would be November 3rd, right, 11/3, 2019? They were going to take out Seattle with a nuclear bomb while portraying it as having come from a North Korean sub. That setup had been in play for decades. Fortunately, it was nixed at the beginning of this president's administration, meaning President Trump. We've had protection over this country that most people can't begin to comprehend. And what was the plan before that? You might remember February of last year, 2019, when those helicopters landed at night in the middle of Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles. Our military operators rushed into the Guatemalan Cultural Center in the successful effort to protect us by removing chemical, biological, and radiological weapons stored there to be used against the American people. They planned on kicking off this sort of widespread sickness and disease scheme last year. And what about the Ortolian bird ceremony at the Golden Globes in January of last year, 2019? It was their ritual about the sacrifice of innocence because they had designs to pull off their pandemic that same year.
Pretty wild. And the crazy thing is Matt actually did live across the street from there.
I lived across.
And before any of this, called me and he's like, dude, there's like Black Hawk helicopters, like people are like roping out of them, onto Wilshire and running into this building. We didn't even know what it was. I remember that, and I remember thinking that's weird.
They had it was a bunch of blacked out helicopters. The only thing you could see was a little red dot on the bottom, and they're hovering right over Silver Lake. Silver Lake's that kind of crummy area where a lot of the not so wonderful people hang out. But I saw the whole thing go down, and it made me realize that if this is true, and it is because it's Juan. President Trump probably saved my life.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. It made me think about the in Hawaii when they had that alert system go off, right? The missile alert system, and freaked everybody out. You know what I mean? Like, does that happen by accident, or I think you even told me that President Trump was flying on Air Force One.
There was a sub that shot up a missile at Air Force One. They've tried to assassinate Trump dozens of times. I've heard a lot of different stories. It's craziness, but everybody really needs to read this book. It's like I try to give it out to people, but no one ever reads it. Because it's I guess people don't read anymore or something.
They never get past the picture of Melania.
Yeah, but it's just phenomenal. And I mean, if the general public knew that the deep state was looking to nuke Seattle, I mean, Justin, you're from Seattle. I mean, think about that.
If I were you, I'd take offense to that.
What would the public?
Yeah.
What would the public? It's insane. So just having Juan come on was, legendary, and I think everybody's going to get a lot out of what he had to say.
Yeah, excited for that to come out. On a lighter note, we have our golf tournament this weekend that we sponsor.
That's right.
Here in Phoenix. Looking forward to that. We're not very good golfers, so hopefully
you're pretty good.
Hopefully we can.
Justin, you're pretty good.
Well, it's been a minute since I've actually swung a club, so I got to stretch it out here for you.
It's going to be a little rocky, but we're looking forward to that. And then just on a sidebar, when I went into the gas station this morning, there's a dude buying individual lottery tickets, and I thought, it'd be funny. Like, we should do like a pet peeve day where it's like whatever it is that gets you. But that's what it was for me. The whole line behind him at whatever CVS or Citgo. And the guy's doing all these individual lottery tickets. Like,
see, what I tell people when they're at the lottery, when they're buying the lottery tickets, they just say, you've been doing this for years. Just imagine what kind of stack of silver you'd have. Just go and take that, $20, $30, just stick it in some, good old fashioned silver.
Yeah.
See what that does for you.
Right on. Then you can use that silver to scratch off your next ticket.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, I think you guys are really, really enjoy the interview with Juan. It's probably about Justin, about an hour, 40 minutes. And he's going to go into the different financial topics, anywhere from gold, silver, crypto. We're really grateful to Juan. Thank you for coming on. Definitely check out his store. He's got the Jennifer Mack, thejennifermack.com. They got the Trump coins, the Magador coins. Beautiful. Definitely pick those up. Get a copy of the book. Get one of these awesome signed canvases. And we hope to see you guys in the next episode.